Lindy is a 52-year-old and lives in Melbourne, Australia. She has one of the most amazing weight loss stories I've ever heard of. She's lost almost 500 pounds in under 2 years. You got to check this out. Lindy started out life gaining weight and being shy, and then turned to food for support.
Most of the family was on the larger side. As a kid, I was painfully shy and I had very, very low self-esteem. And I found comfort in eating, which is where my unhealthy relationship with food began.
When she was just 21 years of age, she had already started to develop significant health problems.
When I was 21 years old, I was admitted to hospital with severe pain, and they found I had gallstones, so they removed my gallbladder.
Lindy saw herself gaining weight and tried dieting over and over to lose the weight.
And at 25 years old, my weight was around 300 pounds. I tried many diets. I would lose some weight and then just put it all back on plus more. I'd failed every diet. I couldn't eat a balanced diet. I just didn't know how to moderate. The cravings were just too severe. And I would go on diets. Every other week I was on a diet. And I'd last 2 days and then I'd just fall off again. And then I'd hate myself. And it was like, I'll start again next Monday, or I'll start on the first of the month. And that was my life the whole time. So
she knew that her relationship with food was to blame, but she did not know how to change it. Emotional eating has been studied, and there are documented connections between depression, anxiety, stress, obesity, and emotional eating patterns. Eventually, Lindy got tired of dieting and decided to have bariatric surgery.
So I continued to roller coaster over the years with yo-yo dieting, binge eating, purging, and then I decided to opt for lap band surgery.
How did that work out as a cure for her weight gain?
And that also failed to work for me. Band surgery restricts how much that I can eat in a sitting, but it didn't address my unhealthy relationship with food.
While surgery is a popular option for weight loss, it does have its limitations, and many people regain most or all the weight over time. Lindy was to soon face even more stress driving her emotional eating.
And when I was 30 years old, my mother was diagnosed with lung and brain cancer. And at the same time, my oldest daughter was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and she developed severe depression and suicidal tendencies. So I was the primary carer for both and juggled many hospital admissions and doctor's appointments, all while working full time. So it was a really difficult 7 years of my life. Mum lost her battle with cancer, and then my dad passed away from cancer a few months later. He'd kept his condition hidden from us because he didn't want us to worry about it.
And she ended up alone, feeling unneeded, so she went back to depending on her old friend, food, for comfort.
In 2016, I weighed in at around 770 pounds. I was pre-diabetic. I was diagnosed with an underactive thyroid, sleep apnea. My eyesight was deteriorating. I've got lymphedema and lipedema, neuropathy in my feet. I had migraines every other week, severe joint pain, mobility, balance issues, high inflammation markers. The doctor said that she had never seen inflammation markers as high as mine. Severe periodontal disease, brain fog, no energy. I was just numb to life. And depression and anxiety. I just hated myself. I'd hit rock bottom, and I used to go to bed just hoping that I wouldn't wake up.
When she turned 50, Lindy lost track of how much more weight she had gained.
I had no idea what my weight was on my 50th because my scale just displayed error, and I just had no way of measuring myself unless I went to an industrial facility or something. So I imagine I was close, if not above 800 pounds by this stage.
Finally, Lindy reached the turning point and knew it was time for a change.
And I just remember how I felt. I was scared at the thought of losing my mum. And then it hit me how my daughters must be feeling now watching me slowly kill myself. So I decided I had to try and regain my life back.
Lindy had tried keto for a while, but found that it didn't work out well.
So I tried keto, but I hated weighing the food, and I found the macros really confusing. There were so many keto recipes, keto lasagna, keto cheesecake, and these foods, they just reminded me of my comfort foods. And again, I struggled to moderate those.
She found the carnivore diet, but still needed to address her eating habits.
I wasn't going to live much longer doing what I was doing, so I jumped into the carnivore diet. And I struggled for 6 months as I hadn't really addressed my emotional eating issues.
But it wasn't very easy for Lindy. While her husband and kids were supportive, she found herself alone and unsupported on her diet from the rest of her family. Lindy found the help she needed when she got a health coach so that she was not alone in her health journey. Exciting changes began to happen for Lindy. Coaching can really make a big difference, which is why Revero includes your own personal health coach when you're in the Revero program. Lindy found that she had to avoid dairy products. Have any of you had this problem? Please leave a comment below. Now, her doctor was resistant to Lindy's carnivore diet, but Lindy can be very persuasive.
I did go when I decided to try carnivore, and I went and had a full blood panel just to have the doctor monitor my levels and everything, and then see after. She was totally against carnivore when I went in, and I just said, look, please give me 3 months, and then when I can't come back, do my panels, and if things are really bad, then I'll do whatever you tell me to do, but just give me 3 months. So she agreed to that. And yeah, when I went back, she was like, oh my gosh, we've turned everything around, and she was so happy for me. But then she gave me a lecture about leptins and ghrelins and all this other stuff. And then, by the way, I'm actually leaving the practice. I'm going to a bariatric centre, and when you fail, here's my card, come and see me.
Lindy was not going to take that after all her work and success.
I lost 400 pounds, and you want me to come and see you when I fail. So that just lit a fire under my belly. And I just said, okay, we'll come and see you when I've lost all my weight and reached my goal.
Overall, Lindy has done an amazing job of taking control of her situation, and she basically saved her own life.
So today I'm 22 months into the carnivore diet. And as of this morning, I'm down to 293 pounds. My doctor is really happy with me. All my blood markers are perfect. I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I no longer experience migraines. Lymphedema and lipedema symptoms have all improved. Depression and anxiety are gone. Mobility, balance, and joint pain have all improved. My mental clarity is amazing. I've got no more brain fog. I feel energized every morning, and I can now make better choices when difficult situations arise. So I no longer turn to food for comfort anymore.
I'm just very proud of what she has done and continues to do. She also started her own YouTube channel where she shares her ongoing story so she can help others. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description below. Please give her a follow. You know, Lindy's story just makes me even more excited for the launch of our company, Revero. We're going to be using a low-carb diet combined with medical supervision, health coaches, app that tracks biomarkers, all designed to treat the root cause of metabolic, inflammatory, and autoimmune diseases. We are getting closer and closer to launching, and we're still accepting patients onto our waiting list. If you're struggling with one of these problems, take a minute to visit Revero.com and see what we're about. Get on the waiting list. Okay, everyone, thanks for staying with me and checking out Lindy's amazing story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.